Okay, so the objective of this video is to check whether your object is properly modeled, or it has some issue, or it has some error that you may need to fix yourself. Okay, so let's open up this file by going to Blackboard and download this problematic cube.mb. Okay, then open up in Maya and you should get something like this. Okay, so let's make this like a bit brighter. Okay, and then open up this poly count. Go to display, tap display, then make sure this is tick on. Now, at the first glance, right, the box seems there's nothing wrong. Okay, but there's actually like error happening in this box. Okay, so let's go with the first box now. If you look at the first box, right, or rather the first thing you have to do to check whether like your object is modeled properly or not is that you press 3. Okay, usually when everything is nice and smooth, right, there is nothing wrong with your object. Okay, so right now the cube is nicely smooth, right, and just to confirm, I'm just gonna check like its vertex. Okay, you right click, go to vertex. Okay, this one got 3, this one got 3. Okay, everything seems in place. Okay, so this one 2. Yeah, everything seems to be okay, right? So I can pretty much confirm that my first box is correct. Okay, so let's move on to my second box. Again, the fastest way to check whether your model is correct or not is that you have to press 3. Now you can see like there's something wrong, definitely. Okay, so let's focus on this box. Okay, so what's wrong with this box? Okay, because if you check, right, 3. Now this one got 6. Right, it's supposed to be 3. Okay, this one got 3. Now the problem with the second box is that it has a face inside like this. Okay, by right, all the object that you model in Maya is supposed to be hollow, so it's like a peanut shell. And again, if I undo and I show you my first cube, and if I delete this portion, you see this one is hollow, right? So it's like a shell. And when I press 3, the first cube or first box is correct. Okay, going to my second box, right? The easiest way to fix this problem is that you have to delete the face inside. Okay, so I'm going to select everything. Then like by pressing Control, I have mouse button, I'm going to deselect and like press delete. Okay, now if I press number 3, these are okay now. Okay, so most of the time, if your object is kind of split in the middle, that means like usually there is extra face inside and you have to fix by delete the faces. Okay, now moving on, box number 3. If I press 3, I can tell like pretty much, there's something wrong with this box, definitely. Okay, and if I like select vertex, I got 3 there, and if I check here, I got 3 also. This one 3, this one also 3, this one 3, this one 2, 3, 3, 3. So what's wrong with this cube? Okay, so if you have like this kind of issue, right, the problem usually is that the face normal is flipped. Okay, so let's turn on the face normal, okay, by going to display and then go to object polygon, then like face normal. Right, now all these little green line is indicating that is a face normal, right? It's indicating like where the texture are supposed to be pointing. So by right, again, everything should be pointing outside, which is correct. Okay, going back to box number 1, and if I display my poly count, right? So all the lines are pointing outside. Now, this box, right, these two faces has the face normal pointing inside. So if I going inside to the box, see this one goes, yeah, pointing inside, which is incorrect, and those creating this error. Okay, so the way to fix it is that you have to select this, and select that one, and you have to flip it. Okay, and you go to Mesh Display, and you go to Reverse. Okay, and then now everything is correct, just like the first box. Okay, so that's how you fix box number 3. Now, moving on, right? Again, the easiest way to check if your model correct or not by pressing 3, and this one everything seems okay, right? Everything seems okay when you press 1 and 3. Okay, but again, I'm gonna make sure everything is okay. Going to vertex, excuse me, select the vertex, and as you can see, like I'm selecting 3 vertex, but it says here there is 12. Alright, again here there is 3 and they got 12 there. Okay, so definitely something's wrong with this box, right? And I got 3 and it's 12 there. Okay, and if I move my vertex, you see how this vertex is actually stacked on top of another one, right? That means, like, yeah, there's definitely something wrong with this cube. And again, it will not cause you trouble now, but in the future, this kind of thing may rise some like issue. Okay, so in some cases, right, if the error is too much or too severe, it's much easier to create the object from scratch. Okay, because if you're trying to solve a trouble by fixing this and that, there's gonna be a time where you have to make decision, right? Because fixing may take a longer time than actually create from scratch. Okay, so in this particular example, I can try to fix this by merging. So I'm going to this edit mesh and merge the vertex. Okay, so this may fix the trouble. So this is correct now, because now the vertex selection and the vertex being selected, it's equal. Again, I can repeat the function, select all these, and like merge, right? And I can select that, and I can like merge. Okay, so again, when you have like a very complex model, this kind of like fixing may actually like take more time or take longer. Okay, and again, once I fix this, also like still creating issue. Okay, but maybe in this case, I can try like using my shortcut by pressing G, and hopefully I can like fix this problem really fast. Okay, G, so G is to repeat the last command, which is like merge the vertex. So I'm selecting this. But again, like as you can see, even after I merge all these vertex, right, everything is fixed properly, it doesn't really fix the problem. And this is where a case, like I mentioned before, like you probably need to model again from scratch, because again, if I try to fix this, it may take longer. In this scenario, is that like all the vertex is actually fixed, so everything being merged properly, but that's only the vertex. But if you look at the face, right, there are 12 vertex stacked on top of another, which you have to delete these one by one. Okay, and again, this will take time, and you see I have to keep deleting all these until like eventually it's properly correct. Right now I think this is correct, but this one is not being deleted, so I have to keep doing for all these faces. Okay, so again, you have to make decision whether you have to fix it or you have to model from scratch. Okay, so for box number 4, I think I would prefer to model again from scratch because fixing take too much time. Okay, now moving on to box number 5. Okay, if you look at the box by pressing 3, okay, you can tell like there is something wrong with this box. Okay, so the back side and the front side, it's different. Okay, so let's check its vertex. Okay, again, like there is supposed to be 3 here, but the selection says there is 4 being selected. Okay, so there's 1 extra vertex happening in your boxes here. Okay, let's check. Alright, let's check by moving this one. Okay, select this. This one, so it's correct. Alright, so let's make a box selection. This one is 1, so it's correct. And let's select this one. Right, so this one, like there's something wrong because there's 1 here, but there is 2. So meaning like there's probably like vertex being stacked over there, and that's what causing these like flatness happening in the scene. Again, like this one probably happening. Yep, there's 2 vertex there. There's 2, just 2. So all the front portion have an extra vertex being stacked. Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is the extra one. And again, like we can try fixing by merging the vertex. So we go to mesh, so edit mesh, then like merge. Okay, make a box selection, and then like repeat the process by pressing G, like that. Select only the front portion, the front one only. Press G, press G, press G, press G. And again, I press 3, and again I forgot to merge that one. So I'm going back to first step, select this one and press G. Okay, and I'm press 3 and everything seems okay. Now again, I'm going to make sure that my model is okay by going to my face, and if I delete this face, it's supposed to be hollow. So if it's hollow, they mean that your model is okay. Okay, so now I can see like the back side of the model, which is correct. Okay, I'm gonna undo. This one is also okay. Okay, so this one also okay, and this one probably okay. Yeah. Okay, so now like you already fixed box number 5. Now most of the time, the problem that arises or what causing the problem in box number 5 and number 4 is that when you extrude, you forgot to move the extrusion. Okay, that's what like you will create like this kind of problem. So again, you need to be very careful when you do like extrude function applied to your object. Okay, because otherwise like this kind of problem may arise. Okay, I've seen a lot of students like happening, have this problem back in A1. At least like 20% of them they extrude but they forgot to move. Again, the rules is that whenever you want to extrude, you have to give enough gap. Alright, like even a tiny gap like this, it's fine. Okay, don't put too close, because if you put too close later when you mirror, also will create some issue. Okay, so you have to be mindful that whenever you do extrusion, especially like this one, don't put too close, or even put like this. Also, it will give you like error. Okay,